hello and welcome to another episode of Laser Vision Comics. We are a Prowlers and Paragons game that we just started, and we're adding our second character to what
Yep.
we call the LVU, the Laser Vision Universe. So, and
Yeah.
I'm happy to have Jen with us, and
Yep.
she is going to be playing Thunderbolt,
Yes.
a new character joining the universe.
Mhm.
So we are going to just kind of jump in here and get started.
Okay.
So
Sure.
we are starting with a young woman named Zandra Storms is
hmm
driving her truck west along country roads towards an oncoming storm.
Yes.
Her cell phone is going off with weather alerts, texts from her families and her friends, and notifications from her own software. Uh, as the storm brews and the threat rises, Zandra feels a surge of excitement as it gets closer. Let's talk a little bit about who she is, where she's from, and kind of what makes her tick.
Okay, so Sandra is about 22 years old. She's got a degree in meteorology. Thought at first she might go and be like one of those people on the news that tells you what the weather is, but then decided storm chasing was more fun. So she built her own weather app, which she's following to some degree, and she's got a lot of tech hooked up into the vehicle she's using because she likes to stream her activities on Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, and this is where some of her income comes from. She grew up in rural Illinois, being raised by her grandmother, and her grandmother passed away some time ago and left her the house. So she's got everything she needs, and she's ready to go storm chase.
Okay. What kind of truck does she have? Any?
Um, I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe like one of those, not quite a construction vehicle, but aiming to be kind of
Okay.
thing. So it's
Okay.
sturdy, and she carries like extra batteries and extra like tires and
Okay.
stuff in it.
Does she tend to work by alone?
Yeah. She works
Okay.
alone. She's got her like a tablet in front of her so she could see all her stuff, and she's also streaming through part of that and can
Awesome.
just like pop over and see it.
Awesome.
And she wears like a body camera so that if she's out, you can see what's going on.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
She is
Kind of techie.
she's definitely a techie. All right. As she's kind of plowing forward, there's cars and other vehicles racing out of the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Everybody going the other direction from her.
Right. There's
You
two
know,
lanes. We got this. It's all right.
you see some people are
Yeah.
just like flashing their lights, like, "What are you doing? Turn around!" But yet, it's that
It's
excitement,
that rush.
that rush
Yeah.
that's kind of driving her forward. A squall line of rain, you can actually see it coming forward. It just hits the truck.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Well, we haven't
and
cracked the windshield yet, so we're
yep,
still good.
and
And I'm like talking to my people on, social media or streaming and stuff.
yep,
Just
and it
yeah.
and as the rain line hits her, it actually starts to kind of pull the truck, kind of start pulling the truck in a different direction. And this is where I would like to actually have her make her first roll of the
Okay.
evening.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna have you roll we're gonna do agility to just see if you're able to
Agility.
just kind of grab it and just make sure
Okay.
that
How many dice?
well, on your character sheet, you're gonna have your agility. You're gonna roll 5 dice,
Okay,
please.
5 dice.
Yep.
Okay, I got a 4, and everything else is an odd number.
Okay. All right. So you got basically one success. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, she's not as successful at it, but she doesn't
Okay.
lose control. So
Right.
the truck kind of swerves a little bit, but she's able to just kind of steer it.
Right. It's not her first time hydroplaning, so she's
Exactly.
got this.
Exactly. And I realized I just messed up the screen by opening that on another window, so we'll not do that again.
Oh. Oh.
Sorry,
Okay.
sorry, everybody. You saw character sheets instead of
Yeah.
us for a second. So
Right.
let's fix that.
There's always editing. If you
Editing,
want, you don't have
edit,
to.
editing, schmediting. We just go raw
Yeah.
here. So sorry about that, everybody. So, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, so she manages to keep control of the truck, and just keeps barreling forward. Um, a huge clap of thunder, just like
Oh,
booms overhead.
I hope that picked
Um,
up on the camera. That would be great.
yeah.
Hmm.
And she's,
Where's it coming from?
it is as you're going west. You're hearing
Hmm.
it. You're hearing it. Kind of storm is just kind of coming in from the west.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And ironically, we just had thunder here, uh, so it's. But I don't think you're going to hear it on the broadcast.
I
But
don't hear
okay,
it. Yeah.
okay.
Hmm.
And as she keeps going, you watch that just down the road, you see a tornado just drop from the sky
Whoa.
down,
Excellent.
and
Lots of weather stuff.
and
Cool.
and
Cool.
and it is probably less than a mile away.
Okay. So how big? Like, do I think it's a category one or two or
It's probably a two.
a two? Okay.
So not not obviously the greatest she's ever seen, but not
Hmm.
enough that she'd be intimidated by it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. We're gonna go right in.
okay, so you basically
Yeah.
you're a mad woman, and you're gonna go
Yeah.
straight towards this sucker. Okay,
Straight towards it. Gonna get in the eye and try to stay there.
okay. As you're continuing forward, you hear another
Hmm.
crash of thunder,
This is gonna be a big one.
and then in a split second,
Hmm.
you are shaken as your truck just rattles for a second.
Uh-huh.
Everything goes white,
Oof. Oof.
and you now feel your truck going up,
Okay, that was unexpected, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point but sit here.
and you, after the flash of white,
Hmm.
everything goes black.
Oh, okay. So am I conscious or am I out
Well,
if everything goes black?
you're going to find out.
Oh,
So
okay. All right.
what seems like an hour later, you wake up laying in a field.
Okay. I'm
You
looking for broken bones.
you have been ejected from your truck,
Okay.
A-
Not the greatest thing, but
and
all right.
the rain is starting to pour down on you.
Okay.
Looking down at her, she just kind of raises herself, looking at her limbs.
Hmm.
You see almost looks like little things of static electricity moving up and
Oh,
down
that's
her arms
totally
and her legs.
weird. Okay, I hope this camera's still working. I don't know if this knocked it out, but
It,
yeah. Wow, that's
you don't know.
cool.
And despite the rain, you're not getting shocked, but you feel this electricity just kind of
Yeah,
moving through
just
all
going
of you.
all through, and that's really awesome. Look at that.
Uh,
Neat.
you want to? Yeah. So she's sitting she's just laying in this field. She's probably kind of like sat up at this point.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
And now, when she pulls herself up, she obviously is achy, but it's not. Doesn't feel.
Just kind of all right. No
Yeah,
broken
yeah,
bones,
yeah.
no blood, you know.
Um, through the rain, I would like you
Hmm.
have you make another roll, and
Okay.
we are gonna have you roll your let's have you roll your perception this time, and you're gonna be rolling 4 dice.
4 dice.
Hmm.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of them fell off. Hold on. Okay, I have a 2, and the rest are odd numbers.
Okay. Um, you you manage to see through the rain. You see your truck, what looks
Oh,
like about a quarter mile away from you.
all right. Well, I seem to be okay, so I'm going to start walking towards it.
Okay, trudging through the mud.
Sure.
The closer you get to it, you see this thing not only is totaled, but it looks like it was on fire at some point.
Whew.
There is a
Well,
th- th-
that's
there is
not going to
there
work.
there is a huge hole in the windshield where you were ejected.
This explains much. This explains the glass. Okay.
And the like I said, everything is charred. It's all burned.
It's gone. It's just gone. Can I get in the back and see if any gear survived?
Yeah.
Or it's on fire still. I mean, what am I looking at?
Well, the rain has put out most of the fire. There's still some spots. It's going to be hot to touch though, so she might not want to touch
not do that immediately. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm walking out of here because this thing ain't gonna move.
You hear what sounds like a lot of car horns in the distance.
Which way?
Further west. Your truck was blown east, so basically you were blown back. The way you were coming, but now you hear the car horns from where the storm, kind of where the tornado was.
Okay.
And the tornado looks like it's been moving kind of southwest. So at this point, it's past you, but there's still a lot of heavy rain and thunder and lightning from the direction you were going. And you hear all of these car horns.
Okay, I should get off the road and maybe walk through if there's like, whatever's next, like a field or whatever. I'll go through that.
Let's have you make another perception roll, please.
Okay. So perception is 4 dice?
4 dice, yes.
4 dice. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a 6, a 2, and a 4, and a 1.
Awesome. You got 4 successes. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome.
So you got 4 successes. The the difficulty or the threshold on this was 1. So really you have 3 net successes. Okay.
Okay.
Which is good. So she can see into the distance. She sees that there are beyond cars that are honking on the road. It looks like there's a school bus that had been pushed off the road, and it's now at right by the river. And the school bus was pushed by the tornado off the road and is now dangling over the river.
Okay, well, I can't use my vehicle to get there, but I can run and see if I can do something. I mean, there's probably kids in there.
Let's have you, I want to see if some kind of new instinct maybe kicks in. I want to have you make a willpower roll.
Okay.
Have 5 dice. That.
Yes. 5 dice for that. Okay. Got a 6, a 4, a 2, and another 2, and the other one's a 5.
Awesome. So you got 2 2s. That's 2. A 4. That's 3. And a 6 is 5. Okay.
Okay.
As you start running,
so I'm just gonna go.
Yep. She's running. You feel you feel your feet start picking up off the ground.
I look around to see if I'm in a tornado.
You're not, but as you're running, because you're like, somebody's got to help these kids.
Yeah.
Your feet just start.
This is new.
And she is kind of like I said, like kind of
the whole the blue glowing
exactly.
static.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as she's kind of lifting up, she's like,
I don't.
Like a reaching forward.
Yeah. Because what am I doing?
And she finds herself starting to fly.
Wow.
And
this is better than the truck. Totally better than the truck.
And you're heading straight into heavier rain. And as you're flying, you're now seeing the cars are below you, and now you see the bus is starting to tip towards the weight of it starting to tip towards the river, and you hear and there's people in cars going, oh no, the bus it's gonna fall.
Okay, I got to get there as fast as I can. If I can move faster, fly faster. I don't know yet.
Yep.
Swoop in.
Yep. As she swoops in, heavy rain, just coming down in buckets. I'm going to have you make an investigation roll to basically ascertain what is going to happen to give you a clue like, I got to do something, but maybe what
Right.
can I do? So first, you're going to roll 3 dice for your investigation first.
Got a 4, 2, and a 1.
Okay. So, you're like that bus is going to go any second.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of just reach out your hands like, no, don't.
Mm-hmm.
You're like those
Like,
kids,
so,
right?
no. Yeah.
And something kicks in with your, you feel almost like wind or something come out
Yeah,
of
just,
you,
uh-huh.
like she screams like
Mm-hmm.
no,
Yeah.
and a burst of air, almost like clouds, come from her,
Mm-hmm.
and they go towards the bus, and they
Yeah.
kind of envelop the bus. And
Can I
you've seen
can I
these,
guide
yeah.
it?
You can
I'm gonna
try.
guide it back
Okay,
to the
okay,
road if
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
able.
yeah. So she's reaching out.
Yeah, I'm like,
Hmm.
here we go, moving that. Yeah.
And she just starts like moving her arms like this, going, I think I'm like grabbing something.
Yeah, it feels like I'm picking it up,
And
but
she's and she does feel like, oh my goodness, I'm starting to pull it. And the bus is kind of teetering a little bit.
okay. I'm gonna try to like grab it
Yep.
and pull
And
it back to the
yep.
road as
And
quickly as safely as I can, and just kind of like set it down in an
okay.
empty space.
So she's just dragging it back slowly,
Yeah.
and then kind of
Mhm.
gets it onto the road,
Mhm.
and then she's she's exhausted. She's
I moved a bus.
and as it gets back,
Mhm.
you see the kids, some of the kids in the bus, where they were all screaming, and a couple of them are looking out, and they're like, "What? Wait, there's somebody up there. There's somebody
Oh,
up there."
yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, thank you, thank you."
I'm gonna wave
Okay,
and
okay,
maybe get out of here before the press
okay.
arrives. Yeah.
And she turns around and darts off the other
Gone.
direction where she's gone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and as you're leaving, you hear the sounds of emergency vehicles
Okay,
approaching,
good.
um, and she flies away. She gets back to the empty field where her truck is.
Uh,
It's only been a few moments, but the rain has probably cooled off a lot of the vehicle.
okay.
So if she wanted to try to get in,
Mhm.
she could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get in and see if any of the tech in there is still
Okay.
usable.
Some of it is.
Okay.
It looks like most of the fire was on the engine.
Okay.
So some of the stuff in the back is salvageable.
Okay.
So she probably could get that out. But with the rain, she may not want to take
Hmm.
it out into the rain.
Right, right.
Um, so
Hmm.
she is now stuck in a field,
In a
uh,
truck that doesn't work.
with a truck that does not work. Yes.
Right. Hmm.
What would she like to do?
Okay. I probably have a tarp somewhere
Okay.
in the back that maybe
Okay.
I've never used. So I'm gonna like
Okay.
unfurl that and start rolling up the electronics in it.
Okay.
And then just like it's probably got something to tie itself together with. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna like stick the tablet and the phone that was in there and my weather app and whatever I had in the back that was recording it. Some little hard drive or something, and stick it all in there and just kind of like stick it under my arm and hope for the best and walk out.
All right.
Hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, she gets out to the road where she knows where she is. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
probably 5 miles from home. I mean, she's not very far.
right.
Does she live out in the country, or is she?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's out in a rural area. Her
Okay.
grandmother
Okay.
had a big farmhouse kind of thing, but they didn't end up having a farm, so
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So she's gonna walk home then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As she's walking home, she gets about a mile down the road. A a truck, kind of pull up, pickup truck, slides down, and somebody rolls down the window, and you recognize this guy as Bobby.
Hey.
He runs one of the electronic shops where
Oh yeah.
you can buy your
Hey.
stuff. And he's like,
Hi.
and he's like, what the hell are you doing out in the rain, girl?
Well, I was going after a tornado, but it killed my truck. You got room for me? I
Yeah,
got a bunch of
yeah,
electronics in
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
Get in, get
I'm
in.
getting in.
Okay. Bobby's kind of an older guy,
Yeah.
probably mid 50s. Runs a local electronics shop. I mean, it's
He knows who I
um,
am.
yeah.
Yeah.
You tend to buy a lot of your stuff local.
Well, you got to support the locals.
Yeah.
Always.
He's kind of a rarity in this town. They used to have a Radio Shack and it's gone, but now
Yeah.
now he found a lot of do-it-yourself people. So he's kind of opened up his own shop, and he's like, so let me ask this again. So you were in
Yeah.
that thing?
Yeah, yeah, I went storm chasing again, and it picked up my truck and dropped it. And I apparently, from the look of it, when I got, looked, when I could get a good look at it, I landed in a field, and I'm okay somehow. But the truck had like, you could see I went through the windshield, but I don't know how I got out without any damage. Really, it just, I don't know. And when I walked back to it, it's clear it was on fire, and I salvaged what I could.
Oh my God,
But
girl.
yeah.
How you're not dead? I don't know.
I don't know.
You gotta,
I don't know.
you gotta have a guardian angel or something, because I don't.
Something.
So
Yeah,
anyway,
it's been a little weird since then, but yeah.
um, I'm gonna take a pause real quick here,
Hmm.
and we're gonna come back to the action in just a moment.
Okay.
And we're back. Thank you for that commercial break.
Hmm.
So Bobby he's like, do I need to get you to a hospital? I mean, how did
I
you?
I don't know. I don't know. I woke up and I checked for like broken bones, and I didn't have any. And this is gonna sound crazy, but I woke up with like all this like blue electrical kind of static, and I just figured it was part of the storm. I thought maybe I got hit by lightning or was close to it or something, but there's no injuries at all whatsoever. So I don't know. And then I could hear cars honking, and I know that the tornado had kind of gone that way, or the storm at least did. And I could see there was a school bus about to fall in the river out there, and I just started running because I didn't know what else to do, right? And it's gonna sound crazy too, but I ended up flying over there. I don't know how that happened, but it did, and I got the bus back to the road, and then I went back to my truck and picked up all this stuff. And I don't know what happened. I have no idea.
Girl, you
I
hit
don't
your
think it's a guardian angel though. I mean,
you hit your head. I'm taking you to the
No, I'm
hospital.
fine. Really, I'm fine.
There's no you've talking all this crazy stuff about flying and
Yeah.
picking up a bus, and
Well, I did.
you need to go to the hospital and get checked out.
All right, fine.
Your grandmother would never forgive me
Yeah,
if
you're right. She wouldn't.
if
Yeah.
I didn't get you
Hmm.
checked out. So, all right, so
All
you
right.
just keep your stuff in there, and we're
Yeah.
gonna take you
Yeah.
to the local ER.
All
Uh,
right.
you get there, we're not gonna role play out the whole filling out
Nah.
paperwork and all that stuff.
Hmm.
You get in with the doctor. Do you tell him the whole story, or what do you want to tell the doctor?
Gonna tell the doctor that I was storm chasing and got picked up in a tornado. I passed out. My truck got lifted apparently and dropped. I know I went through the windshield, but I don't know if I'm injured or not, but I think I'm okay. And my friend thinks I have a concussion or something.
They run X-rays
Hmm.
to check for any broken bones.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing's broken. Possible concussion. The thing that freaks them out is when they try to do an EKG on you.
Oh no.
They put that on there, and when they put
Hmm.
them on there, and the things start to sizzle a little bit. Just you
Oh.
like you look down, you see like the tech puts them on you,
Yeah.
and then she steps away, and you see it going zzz, a little bit.
Uh, no. That's not good.
Okay, and as you say no, it starts to fade a little bit,
Oh,
and
okay.
and, and the tech turns around. Excuse me, did you say something?
Sorry, no, I'm just a little
Oh,
dazed.
okay,
Don't
okay,
worry about it.
okay. And she runs the test. It comes back really odd. They're like something's. You say you feel fine, but the results in
Yeah,
here say you really got quite the jolt.
I guess I did. I don't know. I don't have any marks or anything, so
So,
I don't know.
and then the doctor is. So you were in a vehicle?
I was. Mm-hmm.
I'd
Big
like
old truck.
I'd like to see that vehicle. See what?
It's
Because
sitting in the field, about 5 miles back.
he's like, well, I'd say just take it easy for the next couple days and slow down on the storm chasing because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
dangerous. I mean,
I
look,
mean, I know, but it's so exciting. I'll take a couple days off though. I'll do that.
you're the
Okay.
and he goes, you're the one from the streaming with that, aren't you?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, I heard of you. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, all
yeah.
right. He's like, I don't know. Most sane people go the other direction, but you seem to be the
Well,
person.
maybe I'm not sane. I don't know. It's exciting. It's interesting. I mean, it's kind of a rush, you know?
All right. Well, and after an hour or so, we'll say the
Hmm.
ER wasn't too busy. You get released, and
Okay.
Bobby's. I guess I'll take you home. What?
Yeah, yeah, they didn't find anything, so
Okay.
they want to look at my truck. I'm like, it's 5 miles back, go for it, you know?
So he takes you home.
Hmm.
Offers to carry your stuff inside if you need help.
Oh, I got it. It's
Yeah.
okay. This is the
Okay.
only stuff I think survived, so
Okay. All
yeah.
right. Well,
Yeah.
if you need anything, just let me know.
Yeah, I'll call you or text
Okay.
you or something.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks
Okay.
for the ride. Today's been weird, but yeah, I'm gonna go chill out for a while.
Okay.
And I go
She.
in, and I assume my keys are in my pocket
Mhm.
because she wears cargo pants, so
Yeah.
she can carry a
Yeah.
lot of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just goes into the house and sits
Okay.
down and chills for a bit. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Excuse me a second.
Hmm.
Okay. She gets inside. She has
Hmm.
her gear.
Yeah.
Has her recording stuff. Does she want to check any of it out or?
Yep. That's the first thing I'm going to do is make sure it recorded something.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, most of it looks like it's in fairly decent shape.
Okay.
I'm going to have you make a technology roll
Okay.
to ensure that you can hook everything up correctly.
Yeah.
You have
All
four
right.
dice in technology.
I've got a 6 and a 4, and the other ones are 5s.
Okay, so you got three successes. We're going to say this was fairly easy for you. So
Okay.
you got a couple successes over it. Um, Everything looks right. You're able to hook some things up, and then you get to the camera footage. Now
I want to see that for sure.
now you had cameras that were in the truck, and you also
Yeah,
had a
there's
body
a
cam.
camera she was wearing as a body camera. There are
Hmm.
cameras in the truck facing outward just
Hmm.
as a backup kind of thing. And then
Hmm.
she's got like a tablet that's got like weather conditions and maps, that she's looking at. And then something else is probably like a second tablet is hooked up so she can stream it.
Okay. The body cam one is the one that really shakes you up a bit, quite literally.
Okay. Oh,
It shows that there is this insane burst of light. You think that your truck
okay.
was probably hit by lightning, and
That could be.
then what you see is um, basically the burst of light. It's all just within like milliseconds, smashing through the glass as the truck was stopped. The lightning bolt just like stopped the truck at first,
Wow.
and somehow you were ejected through the windshield.
Hmm.
What the camera shows is you see the sky, and then you see ground, you see sky,
Hmm.
and then you see everything starts spinning,
Ooh. Okay.
and then up it's insane. Like you can't quite can't make it out, but you could tell you're spinning, and then hit the ground, and then the last thing it records is this huge crash, which you assume in the distance
truck.
is the truck.
It's got to be the truck. Yeah.
Is the truck hitting the ground?
Okay, so that's what happened. Wow. I had to put that on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. The other things record that definitely was a Category 2 tornado.
Okay.
So not the strongest, but
Right. Well, I figured it'd be okay, but then
yeah,
this all happened.
the other things recorded is definitely was a lightning strike on your car, which you assumed from the light, from the pain,
Yeah.
from all that. But it's it's obviously the best material you've ever collected, because you were right in the storm, hit by lightning.
Yeah. Wow. Like, how many storm chasers get that kind of footage? That's fantastic.
Right. So, the body cam quit working after you hit the ground. So you don't have any footage of yourself walking, running, flying. You do not have any footage of that.
I'm probably still wearing it. I'm like, this is okay. I got to get a new one. Just stick it on the table.
The local internet is abuzz about the storm, about the tornado. I
start looking at my sites that'll show me more weather stuff, and the more the better meteorologists in the news and stuff like that.
Your peers are definitely saying that it was a limited storm. Luckily, didn't go into a residential area, so there was really no homes hit. But they do talk about a story about a school bus being pushed off the road and at the edge of right over the hill and into the river.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about the people at the site were talking about that the bus was about to fall into the river, but suddenly a gust of wind seemed to perhaps push the bus back through the rain. Eyewitnesses couldn't really make it out at first. But then there's one story from a little girl who survived the harrowing encounter on the bus. Her name is Samantha Long, and they show this little girl, and she says an angel came and saved us. She was flying in the sky and saved us all. And then there's other, stories from, some of the motorists who said there was this angel. Nobody could really see her through the rain, but it was an angel from God, and she came down and she saved the children. And when she knew they were safe, she flew away. So we want to thank our angel wherever she is.
Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. I'm not an angel. I don't know what I am now, but it's not that. Yeah. Well, at least they don't have a clear look at me.
Right.
Yeah. There's that.
I mean, in this world, you've heard of super heroic beings.
Right, but I didn't really think that was a thing,
Yeah, I mean,
people make stuff up. It was probably a gust of wind, of course,
Right. There's scattered stories all over.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, part of her's like, that was freaking cool.
It was. That was really awesome.
And she wonders, because now it's nighttime. She's like,
I
wonder if the flying thing would work again.
That'd be fun. I'm gonna check my weather apps and see if what's out there.
And she would probably have the resources to get another body cam if she wanted to. Put
I probably have backup somewhere in the house. So. Yeah. Grab that.
Now it's nighttime. So is she going to hide her appearance, or is she gonna just step outside and just see what happens?
Let's step outside and see what happens, because I want to learn how to control it a little better.
Okay. So she kind of steps out on the porch and kind of goes. And what does she do? Does she?
Okay, so she's got a lot of land around her, because it was intended to be a farm by whoever owned it before her grandmother, and they just didn't do that. So there's all this land and like nothing there. There's like some trees and stuff. And I remember I started running to start it. So I'm just gonna go run across that and see if I pick up again.
Okay.
Hmm.
And she does kind of wobbly at first, but
Oh,
then
wait. Okay,
but but
that's a bit better.
but yeah, until she kind of guides herself to kind of, okay, I can kind of figure that. And she does. She
Yeah.
lifts up and she's flying, and she finds she's able to stop
Oh,
and
wow.
hover,
I can stop and start. This is awesome.
and she's sure the body cam is probably recording it all, but
Yeah. Yeah, it's not live to like stream, but it's just right there, you know.
okay.
This is
Now,
amazing.
now she's up in the air. What she wants to do?
Do some loop-de-loops and shit.
Okay. Not
That.
fly to Chicago, catch a, I would say catch a Cubs game, but it was probably rained out. So
Probably it would be rained out, yeah, for sure. A little far, but I don't know how far I can fly, so yeah. You never know.
she doesn't know.
Yeah. I'll have to work on that and see how I can do. But yeah. All right.
And the other
So
thing,
I'm gonna keep going until it starts like the sun's coming up, and then I'm gonna like, okay,
okay,
I gotta go back down.
okay, so she's gonna fly all
Yeah.
night.
No, she's gonna like try a couple things.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
can
okay.
can I do like a loop? Can I go backwards? Can I go up and down? Like that kind of
Yep.
thing. And then she's
And
gonna go back in.
the more she does it, the more innate it feels. It just feels like
Yeah,
it's
like it's always been there. It's really weird, but it's
yeah.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So she flies back down to her house. And
Lands on the porch.
lands on the porch
And
gracefully.
yes,
She's now figured this out. So
I got this now. And I'm gonna go back in and see what the body cam picked up.
picks it all
I'm not
up.
gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna put it on anywhere because that's my house, but yeah.
Picks it all up.
Yep.
And everything looks good. And as she's checking out the body cam, and she hears a ring at her front door.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
I probably have a camera on the door to see who it is.
It's Bobby.
So I'm gonna.
Bobby holding like a, looks like a casserole dish or something like that.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and let Bobby in. Hey, Bobby,
Hey.
did you make me a casserole? That's really sweet.
He's like, well, I thought you might.
Yeah.
I know I just dropped you off,
Yeah, yeah.
but then as I was pulling up, I saw something up in the sky.
What'd you see?
He's like, I think it was you.
Yeah. Don't tell nobody though. They'll think you're crazy.
I think I am crazy.
was me.
I think I just saw somebody flying around.
Yeah, that was me.
Well,
I can prove it.
and he's like, kind of takes a step back. He's like, I thought it was you. I mean, maybe I was
It
wrong.
was
Maybe it
me.
wasn't you, and maybe I'm not supposed to know.
I don't even know how this happened exactly or worked, but I can show you.
Uh,
Come
okay.
in, put the casserole in here before we
He
like drop
comes-
it or something,
puts
you know?
it in. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's real hot because he just went home, made it, and turned around.
Yeah, that was so sweet.
And-
I hadn't
and
eaten
he-
anything in a while,
and he-
so
and-
yeah.
And he comes out and just kind of crosses his arms. So he's like, okay. Do you got to say like a magic word or like a?
No, there's no magic
No?
words. I
Okay.
think when I did this unintentionally, I started by running, but now I can just fly.
Okay.
Right? Watch. Takes off.
He's like,
Does a couple circles.
what?
Comes back down and just lands on the porch. There it is. The news is calling me an angel. I'm not an angel, but
Well,
I did save those kids, so
Well, yeah. How do you explain these powers or this?
I
this
don't
thing?
know.
Are
Well, I don't know. Something about the electricity, or I don't know. I was blacked
like
out for a while.
like a thunderbolt from the sky hit you.
Oh, yeah. I like that name. That's a good
Thunderbolt.
one. Thunderbolts. Yeah.
I,
Right now, all I know is I can fly and I can mess with the weather a bit, which is really exciting, honestly.
Well, hopefully hopefully they don't. Nobody saw you do it. I won't tell anybody. I mean,
Oh, I know. I trust you,
know,
but
but-
I mean, Every news site I've been looking at, there's a kid that thinks I'm an angel that thinks she saw me. She's like 6. I
Well,
mean,
you are. You must have been blessed to have these
well,
powers. I mean,
blessed by what? I mean, I know my grandmother's really religious, but it just never stuck for me. I'm too scientific for that. I mean, no offense, it's just not
so
my view, right?
so you gonna do something with this? I mean, do we need to get you
I
one of
hope
those?
to.
We need to get you one of those fancy costumes and a mask
No.
and all that, and
Oh, maybe a mask, but I'm not sure.
because
Um,
I heard of
mhm,
in New York,
mhm.
and those other places. I mean, they
Yeah.
actually got these superheroes. They're strong and they
Right.
you
Yeah.
know and,
Yeah.
and it's like, do you want to be one of them?
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you got to get an agent or something? I mean,
I don't think so. I don't know. I
I don't
mean, I
know.
guess I could start looking them up online,
I
but
guess. I guess.
I mean, I'm new to this. I don't really know.
Girl, well, do you know how to sew? I mean, you're gonna need a costume.
I've been taught how to sew. I'm not real good at it, but I could probably come up with one.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
Hmm.
on the sly we can get somebody to make you, the Thunderbolt suit.
Oh my gosh, people talk around here though. There ain't a
And
lot to talk about.
and
Somebody
and
makes that, it's gonna go everywhere.
and
They'll
he
know.
is so excited that,
Hmm.
for you. He's as excited as you are about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's like, we got so much to plan. I can again. He's like, I know a real superhero. I know. Wow. I
Gosh.
just.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna last or what did it, or I'm learning to control it, but I don't know. I mean, I didn't think going out into the tornado would come out with this. You know,
And I think
it's
that
just amazing.
and I think that's a good place to end it. So
Yeah.
we're gonna end issue 1 here.
Yes.
I
Hmm.
wanna thank Jen for introducing her character. This is just the
Yes.
beginning.
Just the
Um,
beginning.
but you have anything you want to plug there, Jen?
I'm the host of the Shattered Soulstone podcast at shatteredsoulstone.com. It focuses mostly on the Diablo series of games and the lore in the games and in the books and whatnot. And a new episode comes out every Saturday at shatteredsoulstone.com.
All righty. Well, thank you. Thanks
Mm-hmm.
everybody for watching, and we'll be back soon as we can with episode
Right.
2, or excuse me, issue
Yes.
2.
Issue
They're
number
in in,
2.
in, in in this series, they're issues. So
Right, right.
so
Mm-hmm.
okay. Well, thank you, and we'll be back again
All
soon.
right.
Thanks. Bye.
All right.